which was a political alliance that united three Scandinavian kingdoms, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, which include as well Finland, part of Finland as we are knowing today, under a single monarch. To strengthen the region against external threats such as German Hanseatic League. The Union aimed to create a unified and powerful Scandinavian realm. But internal conflicts, power struggle, and Swedish resistance ultimately led to collapse. But let's unveil some facts about the Kalmar region. Was founded on 17 June 1397. So 1397. It was orchestrated by the Queen Margaret of Denmark. So Queen Margaret of Denmark, who united Denmark with Norway and Sweden. At that point, Sweden, who held part of Finland today. The union was formalized as the Kalmar Treaty and later was named Kalmar Union. Margaret placed her grandnephew Eric of Pomerania as king, but she remained the real power. Like I said, the main goal was to strengthen the Scandinavian countries against external threats. Let's talk about each kingdom that formed this union. Denmark was the most powerful kingdom at that time, most powerful. It dominated the politics and the decision making. It was controlled by Schleswig and Holstein, disputed with Germans. Norway. At that time, it included its overseas territory, Iceland, Greenland, and Faroe Islands until 1469. Norway's ability was weak, making it heavily dependent on Denmark. So overseas territories. Sweden. Well, Sweden was the largest by land, but has strong local noble families who resisted the Danish dominance. Swedish noble often revolted, so largest by land. Important rules. Margaret I of Denmark, Margaret I of Denmark was the founder. Ruled as regent and controlled all the three kingdoms. Defeated the rivals such as Albrecht of Mecklenburg, the Queen of Sweden. She strengthened the monarchy at the expense of the nobility. The next ruler was Eric of Pomerania. Eric of Pomerania. The first king under the Kalmar Union. Heavy taxation, high taxes. Against the Hanseatic League made him unpopular. Was deposed by Sweden in 1434. Next was Christopher of Bavaria. He ruled after Eric in 1448 to 1448, but died without heir. His death led to temporary breakup. Next was Christian, first of Denmark, C1 of Denmark. Well, reunited the Union. Had financial struggles. Next was John of Denmark, tried to strengthen the Union peacefully, but faced Swedish uprising. Then was Christian II. Ordered the Stockholm bloodbath, executing Swedish nobles. This brutally led to Swedish final departure from the Union. Well, there were some conflicts and struggles within the Union. Engelbrecht rebellion in 1434. Swedish peasants and nobles rebelled against high taxation under Eric of Pomerania. So, rebellions. Dano-Swedish Wars. Denmark tried to keep Sweden in the Union, but Sweden resisted. The Stockholm bloodbath in 1520. Danish King Christian II executed over 80 Swedish nobles, triggering Swedish independence movement. And then was Gustav Vasa rebellion. In 1521 to 1523. This led Sweden officially leaving Kalmar Union. The end of the Kalmar Union was in 1523. Sweden broke away with Gustav Vasa becoming the king of Sweden. Norway remained under Danish rule and eventually became a Danish province until 1814. The Kalmar Union in 1523 was officially dissolved, but Denmark continued to rule Norway for centuries. The legacy. Well, the legacy it was one of the first major attempts of Scandinavian unity. First, Scandinavian unity. It failed due to the internal conflicts and Danish dominance. Failed due to internal conflicts. Inspired later Scandinavian cooperation, including the Nordic Council as we are knowing today. Inspired Nordic Council. Well, how about this as a ASMR history lesson about maybe a union, the Kalmar Union, which is not very known across Europe today. But back then it was a strong and powerful, united union, which was very familiar for those times. Thank you very much.